Welcome to Happy Hour with Lito. I am your boy, the hostess with the mostest. Lito, I got a special guest today, my man Gary Miceli. How you doing, bro?
Good. Thank you so much for having me.
Man, I appreciate it, man. So, first and foremost, tell me how you holding up in this pandemic we're in right now.
It's pretty crazy. For a filmmaker, I think it teaches us a lot of us to think outside the box and think of new ways we can create other than actually going outside and physically doing anything. Because there's so much you can do.
hmm That's true. Yeah. So, a lot of people may or may not know, what you do, who you are. Just go into that a little bit.
All right. So I am a actor, writer, and I produce a little bit. We are doing a show right now. The show is called Freshman Circus. It comes out every Wednesday. We do 8 episodes. So far, 2 episodes already have been out. The next episode comes out Tuesday. So it's tonight at midnight. The next episode comes out. But the show is all about a teacher teaching her four crazy, wacky students during the pandemic. So they do it virtually, and it's a lot of fun. It's not very long. It's about 8 to 10 minutes each episode, and it's a way for people to not think about the pandemic for a while and just laugh for a few minutes.
Gotcha. So, in your show, before we get into the meat and potatoes of everything, did you create it, based off of what we're going through right now, or because I watched 2 episodes.
Right.
I watched it on YouTube.
Mm. Right. So I had this idea in about June and July ish because I was still going to school and I was graduating in August. So as soon as the pandemic hit, they told us, stay home. We're going to do virtual school. And I've never done virtual school ever. I mean, I've done
Sucks.
classes. Yeah, I've done a few classes every now and then online, but I've never done like school online. And it was really new for me. Um, then as soon as we did this, and I believe it was April when it really hit, we started to do school virtually, and it was just so weird and so fun to see all these different people, all your classmates. You think there's something, and then you have someone's mom walking in the background, and someone's in their pajamas, and another girl's in her like uh, pink bathrobe, and you saw all these different characters, and I thought this could be a show. So I decided in June. I said, let's have one teacher and four, crazy students, and that's really how it came about.
Word. It's crazy. I'm in school right now, and listen, doing it virtually is so tough, man.
Yeah,
I'm used to learning a certain way.
right,
So when everything just like changed, you know what I mean? Because of what I'm going to school for is network engineering, right? And that requires us to be hands on with a lot of different things, with routers and switches and stuff like that.
right.
But without that, we have to kind of like do everything virtually. So it's a different type of learning. It's tough, man.
Yeah, yeah. I personally was one of those people that when I go to school, I like to go to school and be in it and be able to be hands on and interact with the teacher. And for them to say, stay home, flip on your laptop, wake up, and just go to school. It's a challenge. It's really hard.
hmm So you said you do acting,
Yep.
producing, and directing. Now you directed the freshman circus, correct?
Yeah, I co-directed with one of the castmates. Also, his name is Gary McKee.
Okay.
He also produced, wrote, directed it with me. He plays Noah Beckett. He plays the guy that's obsessed with the internet and money and all that stuff.
Cool. And now, um, have you done any other projects or anything like before this one?
Yeah, yeah, I was doing a lot of stuff, but then COVID put a stop to everything. So I said, what can I do that would make sense that we could do inside? I did some voiceover roles here and there. I was able to record from home, which was fine. But then I said I want to produce and I want to write film and maybe a show. And then I did this one, and then I'm also coming out with one. It should be out within this month or next month. It's called A Fandemic. 50 fans celebrate 50 years of cinema. So it's basically I reached out to the community and I said, look, we're actors, producers, writers, costume people, we're makeup artists, whatever. We're fans. We love movies. So I said, let's all get together and let's create something good. So we created a giant fan film of people reenacting their favorite movie scenes from a year that they chose. So someone was given 2008. They did, I think, The Dark Knight, and they sent us a reenactment. And then someone also did, I think, Spider-Man in 2002, and they sent us a reenactment. So it's just literally 50 years and 50 different reenactments from people all around the world, and them redoing their favorite movie. And it's just a way to get them thinking differently. It's a way for them to collaborate. I know a mother did a scene from The Little Mermaid and had her daughters come and do it with her.
That's dope.
Yeah, I thought that was so great for them not to focus on the news and for them to just do something fun together.
Cool. So what made you, let's go back to when you were a kid. Like, what made you like want to step into, the acting entertainment business?
Ooh, I think being a fan of movies always. I think my first words as a real young child was probably "get out of the womb," and I probably said "lights, camera, action." I think those are my first words. I've always been into movies. Always been into just watching movies over and over and trying to remember the lines and trying to remember what happened specifically. And then I got into acting, must have been like 11 or 12, and it just seemed to fit. I mean, I went on stage and I just said, I'm happier here than anywhere else. So, and then I just kept going. I went to film school. I graduated with my BFA, and as soon as I graduated in August, the pandemic was still occurring. So I said, let's try to create something in a pandemic that we can show people afterwards and be proud of.
Cool. So who's your favorite actor of all time?
Ooh, my favorite actor, the one that I love the most, has to be Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. Wow. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. I mean, if you haven't seen Mork and Mindy, watching Mork and Mindy, especially now because I've been watching a lot of it because we're able to be home and stuff, and watching Mork and Mindy, watching Robin at his height, he was improvising, he was making everyone laugh, he was just going off and creating this amazing character. It was literally like watching fireworks.
Mm,
There's no one that even comes close to Robin. There's no one that will ever be as good as him, and just what he brought is just so unique, and I've never seen it since, and I probably won't.
Mork and Mindy.
Yeah,
Well, I think one of my favorite from Robin Williams is Mrs. Doubtfire. He
absolutely.
killed that role. I mean,
Oh yeah.
he killed that. What about your favorite movie of all time?
Ooh,
Like,
you know,
are
and
you do you like just comedy, or do you like action?
well, I like anything as long as the story really takes me out of reality.
Mhm.
I just really want to sit in a movie theater and not think about anything else and forget that I haven't looked at my phone in an hour. I just want to be like sit down, look at the movie, and be transported into another universe and forget what's everything else. My favorite movie changes a lot. Some of my favorite movies: Frequency with Dennis Quaid, Ghostbusters, all the Batmans with Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, Back to the Future. A lot of those movies that I love. Terminator 2, just the classic movies. And yeah, I think those are my favorite movies. The Wizard of Oz has to be probably one of the best,
Mm,
greatest movies ever made.
true.
I mean, it's been showed for 80 years, and it's yeah.
Are you a fan of like the Marvel, DC's like their series?
See, what I love about Marvel is they have captured everyone's attention and have kept it for 10, 15 years. Because if you saw the progression of like Iron Man, then the year later Captain America, then a year later this movie, they have kept people's attention
Hmm.
for that long. And when you sit down and watch those movies, it's literally like a different universe.
That's
It's
true.
it's you forget everything else and you just watch it, and the effects are what they could do with special effects now and de-aging and makeup. It's literally incredible.
That's true. I was I think they were supposed to drop um Morbius
Yeah.
last year, and then pandemic hit. I just thought that they were just going to put it out anyway, like they're putting everything on HBO Max these days for
Yeah.
some reason. So I thought they were going to do that and they didn't. So I'm guessing they're going to, try to get it out this year, hopefully. I mean, here where I'm at in Ohio, the theaters, they're open, but they're just, only allowing, a certain amount to come in, of course. And the comedy place out here too, which is called the Funny Bone, it's open too.
Yes, yeah.
It's open too. So let's talk about your character, Zeke.
Yes.
Talk about him a little bit.
So Zeke is, I believe, what people should aspire to be. Right now, he's one of those kids that you go to college and you see there's always one person sleeping. He's and he's that person, but then he gets less sleepy and he stays awake more, and you find out why he's sleeping and why he's so tired. And it's just I think a lesson for everyone is you don't know what somebody is going through. Like you look at someone, they're sleeping and you think, oh, he's lazy, he's doing this and that, but you don't know what he could possibly be doing.
Right.
He could be taking care of a family member. He could be working overnight. He could be doing 2 jobs and still trying to, it's really, I think, a lesson for people to not judge a person by what they just see on the outside.
I totally agree with that. We go through that a lot, actually. You know what I mean? Like we want to judge people based off of what we see. We don't know what they may be going through.
Exactly.
That's great. So talk about some of the other characters that you have.
So we have a few characters. We have Alana Josephine, and she is the teacher. She is a brand new teacher, and they said, you know what? Oh, you're going to teach, but virtually. So she's trying to figure this out as much as everyone else is. We have Kevin Jones, who is a skinny as a twig, loves Joe Rogan, works out in every episode, thinks he knows it all, and always says every time Joe Rogan laughs, an angel gets his wings. He is that skinny meathead that everyone goes to college with.
Yeah.
We have Ingrid Sky, who Ingrid is one of those really, really spiritual vegan. She wants to make you vegan. She wants you to care about the plants and the animals. And then we have Noah Beckett. Noah Beckett is a character that is his parents are making him go to school because they said we're gonna put you to school. We're gonna give you money every week. We're gonna, he's kind of being forced, and he's always compared to other people, and he's just trying to find himself and find his way. So I think all these people, what makes this show, I think, connect with people is I made sure these people are based on people that I went to school with. I went to school with somebody that's like Kevin. Everyone knows that person that's vegan, that's obsessed with turning everyone vegan.
Right.
I mean, I think all these people being grounded in reality and not being so up there is I think really something that I think people could really watch and really be able to relate to.
Dope. So this is the first season, of course.
Yeah.
8 episodes.
Yes, 8 episodes.
Gotcha. And it came out the 20th of January.
Yes, yeah, it came out January 20th.
So you do 1 episode per week?
Yeah, we stick to the original format of like how it used to be, one episode a week, not just putting it all on Netflix and you binge watching it. Gotcha.
So you got anything else that you want to promote?
Yeah. So if you go on YouTube, probably in a month or two, you'll be able to search Fandemic. 50 fans celebrate 50 years of cinema. And then if you just search my name on IMDb, Gary Miceli, you could probably look into the description of this interview, and you could keep up with what I'm doing and see all the other projects.
Cool, bro. Well, if you don't have anything else for me, like I said, it was an honor, man, being able to talk to you, getting you on here. We definitely going, whenever you got anything, coming up, you just let me know. We will pop back on here. We'll talk about it. We'll promote it together. And, we help out each other, brother.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me, Kevin.
All right, bro. Well, I appreciate you listening, y'all. This is Happy Hour with Lito. This is my man, Gary Miceli. Yeah, make sure y'all check out the Freshman Circus. All right. Every what day? Wednesday?
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. Amazon Prime, YouTube. It's everywhere. My man doing big things. We out.